So guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. Guys, I've seen Manny Pacquiao's press conference. As I said to you, there's going to be a lot of videos this week about Manny Pacquiao and Ugas as we're in fight week. Manny Pacquiao made an interesting statement, which I wanted to talk about. He talked about that this may be his last fight. We'll do some tactical breakdowns tomorrow, and hopefully I'll try to go live tomorrow. But yeah, I've seen a few interviews. I've seen a few people give their point. Manny Pacquiao is saying that this may be his last fight. It may not be his last fight. He may continue. Personally, I think Gamo explained this on the live stream yesterday. Gamo said that I think the reason why they're saying it's the last fight because it may well be the last fight. If he was to lose and he doesn't look good, he may decide to retire. So there's obvious that at this age, Manny Pacquiao could retire. Father Time could catch up, and Manny Pacquiao could end up retiring from the sport of boxing. You know, there's no doubt he is old at the end of the day. Let's not forget he's 42 years of age. That's not young, and let's not forget he's had a grueling career where, you know, he's been knocked out a few times. He's had a lot of tough fights. You know, there's been a lot of tough fights in his career. So if he does call it a day, it wouldn't surprise me. Also, he's got bigger things that he's looking at, the politics and stuff like that. Now, I'm going to watch all the interviews tomorrow, most likely, and then do some more videos. But from what I've seen, he did say from the clip that I saw that he said he could be his last fight. I saw an interview with Justin Fortune. Justin Fortune says he fancies that fight with Terence Crawford. That might be his last fight. I do think Terence Crawford may get a shot. I think Terence Crawford may end up getting a shot against Manny Pacquiao. I wouldn't be surprised if Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford does come off. Just because of the fact, I'll tell you why. I think Manny Pacquiao is not going to want to go out and Ugas, and Justin Fortune mentioned this as well. I think he's going to want something a lot more significant for that, because let's not forget, he was training for a legacy fight. He was training for a fight that he thought was going to enhance his legacy. And Spence is out. And this is why I said that I don't think Spence was ducking Pacquiao, because Spence might not get the Pacquiao fight now. Because if Spence is out for too long, Manny Pacquiao ain't got time. Manny Pacquiao may even fight Terence Crawford, because if Terence Crawford and Porter can get their fight on, maybe Manny could get another fight in by the start of next year, or in December or February, they could get a Crawford fight on. So let's see how this all plays out. I don't expect him to finish on Ugas, but again, it all comes down to how he looks. Because if he doesn't look good, then, you know, Manny Pacquiao might just well say, you know, that's me done, I'm finished. You know, he may well say that. But however, I expect Manny Pacquiao to... I still expect him to continue. I still expect him to fight on after Ugas. If he wins, of course. If he loses, then obviously that might be that. You know, that might be that, and his career may be over. But as of right now, we just don't know. We just don't know what Manny's going to decide to do. But I do think a fight with Terence Crawford probably makes a lot of sense. Just because I think where Manny's at, and where Terence is at, I think Terence needs a big fight. Manny hasn't got time, because I think he's gonna, you know, his elections next year. I think a Terence Crawford fight makes a lot of sense, because I don't know whether Errol Spence can get ready for December with that injury. I'm not sure. I think he's gonna need time. So I think Manny hasn't got that kind of time. You know, he's probably not gonna fight Errol next year. I think a fight with Terence Crawford in December or February makes more realistic sense, because Manny Pacquiao, I don't think he's going to want to finish on Ugas, and Justin Fortune is right. Most importantly, Manny's got to win. If he wins, then definitely a fight, I think, with Terence Crawford probably makes a lot more sense. A lot more sense. But again, it all depends on him winning against Ugas. You know, if he wins, then I do see him fighting, fighting another fight. And I do see him fighting probably someone like Terence Crawford. But Manny is saying that it could be his last fight. But I think it's more him saying that it could be his last fight on the basis that at the stage he is at his career, he's got to take it one fight at a time. And he's mentioned this. He said one fight at a time. And that's what he means by that. At the stage of the career where he's at right now, 42, he needs to take it one fight at a time. He can't look 3 fights or sign up 3, because he doesn't know whether he's going to continue. You know, he's taking it one fight at a time. So if he beats Ugas, I don't think he'll finish on that. I think he'd want to fight Crawford or Spence just to finish off his career, because Manny Pacquiao is a legacy-driven guy, and he's not the type. For me, he's just not gonna want to go out on Ugas. He's gonna want to go out on something bigger than that. He's gonna, like, if he had beat Spence, I think he probably would have retired, just because I think to go out on top like that against a pound for pound fighter, you know, would be a special way to bow out. Against Ugas, especially how hard he's trained, because I know Manny Pacquiao put everything into this camp. Gamo said this as well. And the reason why he put everything in this camp is because he wanted to beat Errol Spence. He wanted, as he said, to be the greatest fighter. And I think he probably feels by beating Ugas, it may not do it for him. He may want a bigger fight, like a Crawford, like a Spence, which would do more for his legacy. So let's see, guys. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Manny Pacquiao says it could be his last fight. Or will Terence Crawford? Or will he fight Terence Crawford next? Leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.